So welcome back to another Doctor Who YouTube video. Today I'm going to be going over the trailer that was released for the Christmas special, The Church on Ruby Road, which is due to release on Christmas Day. I'm going to be going over two different trailers for this because we had one from the BBC and we also have one from Disney, and they're quite different, so I thought I would showcase them both in this video. But yeah, let's jump straight in. This is kind of going to be a little bit of a kind of commentary on what we're looking at and also kind of my reaction to it as well. I love that, so cool.
Merry Christmas.
This part running.
I'm the Doctor.
What's up there?
Goblins.
Oh yeah?
Time travelers are great. Like, wow. Ah! Hold on tight.
Who are you?
Oh, it just looks so good, doesn't it? I know I just basically ran through that. I was trying to comment on the way through, but it's just too quick of a trailer to kind of be able to get my thoughts out as I'm kind of thinking it. I have watched this trailer before. I've tried to kind of not watch it as many times as possible to try and get a more authentic kind of viewing experience here for you guys, but I'm going to basically just break it down now a little bit. So yeah, obviously in that first shot, we've got the Doctor dancing in his kilt, feeling absolutely incredible, and God, doesn't it look amazing? That shot, he looks like he's living his best life. Oh no, my internet. Yeah, just looks so cool. And I like how this is a completely fresh take on the Doctor as well. You know, who would have thought that we'd be seeing first shots of a Doctor in a nightclub, spinning around in a kilt, in a vest top. Just, I love this fresh take on Doctor Who, and I like how it's completely different to what we have already seen. We then get the shot of Ruby looking over, obviously admiring the Doctor, and it gives that impression that she sees him and thinks, this guy is incredible. And I know there's been lots of talk online about kind of, is it going to be a romantic sort of relationship, or is it going to be more kind of friends? And I definitely get friends vibe from them in this trailer. And I think this shot is just cool because it kind of implies what the audience are going to be feeling when they're watching him spinning around. And I'm pretty sure Russell announced the song that it was going to be used as well in this shot. And I can't remember what it is, but I listened to it and it's very kind of like atmospheric. So we get the next shot where Ncuti basically says Merry Christmas to Ruby in the club. We then get the Doctor running on the on the roof and jumping on this ladder that Ruby has somehow managed to get hold of. I don't know how or why she's already on this ladder. Gives me very much, and Rose is dangling on the blimp in her Union Jack jumper. Yeah, just such a cool kind of like callback to that era as well. So the Doctor jumps on to the ladder and says, I'm the Doctor, and that line alone, love that. He is so the Doctor, and I said this in my last video, I already feel like this guy is the Doctor. How cool is that ship? It's a flying ship with wings. It's on the clouds. Don't know how initially it's doing that, but they're aliens. They're goblins that can do what they want. Love that casual high. Because for all you know, those goblins could be really nice and friendly. Obviously they're not. Yes, they are. I can't wait for this scene. I wonder how that's going to play out. Because if you've seen the Goblin song, which I would recommend you go and watch, you know that this is the scene pretty much just after maybe where they get kind of caught. I'm assuming they're tied up from the goblins, so that the Goblin King can eat the child. We then get a shot of the sonic screwdriver there, which we have had a reveal of since, and I will try and put a picture here of what it is. I'm not a massive fan of it, just because it seems a little bit clunky of a design, but I like how they're looking forward. Also, that little shot there of the goblins. Got two little goblins and the baby, and I'm assuming this was prior to the scene with the Goblin King. Love that laugh, Ncuti. Just love him. I'm assuming that is the shot where Ruby ends up going to the TARDIS for the first time. I think from filming we saw that this is where she kind of goes in, comes back around and runs around, a bit like how Rose did. There's a lot of callbacks to Rose, isn't there, I feel, with Ruby so far. That looks fun. So I'm assuming that Who Are You was kind of while she was in the TARDIS, just after she kind of ran round. And that end shot of Ncuti, oh, doesn't he look great? Such a cool guy. So yeah, that's pretty much it really on my thoughts. It looks great, I'm really excited. And yeah, I cannot wait to see the finished product. I'm obviously going to review the Disney trailer now as well. It's got a few more shots, different shots as well, and some more dialogue as well, so go over it.
Let me sit you down and tell you a Christmas story. A story of chance, coincidence, and luck.
Who are you? Oh my God! Here comes Santa. Who's your friend? This is.
That trailer is so good. You know what? I've been wondering whether or not I prefer one or the other. And I think the vibes are completely different. It's crazy how the episode feels like two completely different things just from a trailer alone. It really goes to show how much work these people put into these trailers. And you know, the music, this is very Disney and Marvel sort of music, isn't it? I can imagine being in the cinema and watching this and having the boom in the cinema with those boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I can definitely see this in the cinema. But yeah, let's do this a little, let's do a little breakdown. So obviously we start with the shot of the church, and there's someone there, I think, holding a baby, and yeah.
Let me sit you down and tell you a Christmas story.
Let me sit you down and tell you a Christmas story. I wonder who he's talking to then, because if it's to the audience, it's a bit random. But if it's to a character, I'm assuming it's maybe a child. And that shot, he looks distraught. We've seen him distraught in quite a few shots. I'm really intrigued to see what this shot will be. Oh, that dong. Christmas and horror also kind of in one, if you know what I mean, with that sound.
A story of chance, coincidence.
So this shot here, we've got Ruby obviously knocking the drink off, and the doctor grabs the drink. So I'm assuming that's before or after he says Merry Christmas. I'm assuming maybe Ruby's in her own world and the doctor comes to say hello or something, or just passing by and catches the drink, and that's how they meet, which is pretty cute.
And luck.
Aww. And a little baby. I'm assuming, so we don't know who he's holding there. Let me go back. Some suggested it might be Ruby Sunday. I don't know. I feel like if they go down a route of the Doctor is the reason that Ruby Sunday is adopted or kind of left on a doorstep, I don't know how I feel about that, only because I don't like the feeling that the Doctor has interrupted her timeline or has basically been the reason for certain things. But then the Doctor could have done that knowing the future and knowing the future she would have, but then that creates a paradox. So, yeah. Don't know, we'll see how it plays out on screen. This is a shot again where they're on the roof. New shot, and the Goblin smacking his drums. That's also featured in the Goblin song music video. Leave the new.
My God! Here comes Santa. Who's your friend? This is.
And that end shot, come on. That looks so cool. Proper decent, look at that. So yeah, I've kind of just ran through them both there really. There's not really that much to talk about in terms of kind of storyline and stuff, because we kind of already know what's going to happen. We know it's about Ruby Sunday and her kind of upbringing, I guess, and goblins, and kind of how did that interfere with her childhood maybe, and yeah, her foster family, and the Doctor obviously gets involved somehow. But from this initial watch of these trailers, it looks so good, and there's been other pictures as well that are coming out, and I'm just so excited for this Doctor. I think he's going to be great. I think Ruby Sunday is going to be absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I just think this looks really cool. Please do let me know your thoughts and like and subscribe if you did enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.